What is the most useless fact you know? The only endorsement Elvis Presley ever did was for a donut shop that he loved. He made the appearance at just 19 years old in 1954 when he was relatively unknown. Not only was this the only endorsement he ever did, but his compensation for it was a box of hot glazed donuts from the shop. Cookie Monster's real name is Sid. Michael J. Fox's middle name is Andrew. In WW2, the British trained seagulls to poo on enemy periscopes before realizing that seagulls could not fly far enough out to sea for this to be useful. Bees generate electricity because their wing flapping is so fast. They can use this to tell if a flower has been landed on by another bee already due at its electric charge. Bees are electric type Pokemon. Cockroaches are like us. In a way. When you touch a cockroach, it will go wash itself. Women blink more often than men. Eels actually have two jaws. The first being like a normal jaw. The second being hidden in their throat. The secondary jaw lunges forward when the eel bites down on prey. Bites down on the piece within the mouth and bites a chunk out of it, pulling it down the throat. Think about the alien in the movie Alien. The secondary mini mouth they use is based off an eel's anatomy. When the jaws open wide, and there's more jaws inside. That's an array. I still have a Windows XP Service Pack 1 acceptable CD key memorized. BCX44G46Y6XBWTV8QKHB2VXJP. If your entire body healed as fast as your tongue, you would starve to death. You'd have to eat around 1,888,000 pieces of paper to reach your daily 2,000 calories. Cows kill more people each year than sharks and alligators combined. A study of 10,000 pugs found the gene pool diversity was only made up from 50. I feel like at this point this is known, but you know that stinging feeling you get in your tongue when eating pineapple? That is because pineapple contains a certain chemical that digests meat. So basically when you eat pineapples they eat you back. There are around 3,500 species of mosquitoes, but only about 100 will bite you. The ones that do bite are female. Females need the blood right before they lay their eggs. The word duck was uttered in The Wolf of Wall Street 569 times. Those are rookie numbers. It's written in Canadian law that a passenger can't exit your airplane without a parachute. Elephant pregnancies last 2 years. Was at a school trivia science Olympics thing and they marked me wrong for this answer. I pushed back until someone went to check and found out I was indeed correct, so they threw that question out to make it fair since they were wrong. Still mad about that some 20 years later. Assholes. The types of skin on your butthole and lips are the same. The skin on the inside of your cheek is the same as the inside of a vagina. And you just lick the inside of your cheek reading this. You thirsty person. You. Edit. Wow. This blew up. Thanks y'all. Female hyenas have a 7-inch long clitoris that they give birth through. Who's laughing now? Not entirely useless, but the plural of cul-de-sac is culs-de-sac. In 1963, Major League Baseball pitcher Gaylord Perry remarked, "They'll put a man on the moon before I hit a home run." On the 20th of July, 1969, an hour after Neil Armstrong set foot on the surface of the moon, Perry hit his first, and only, home run while playing for the San Francisco Giants. Edit, my first silver, thank you. Am I now a part of a secret club? There are approximately 2 popes per square kilometer in the Vatican City. 80% of German shepherds are dogs. Goofy's original name was Dippy Dog. Polar bear livers contain a deadly level of vitamin A. It's useless because our livers are totally safe for polar bears, and that's likely how things would go if we met. To cook a chicken in one slap, you would have to slap it with a velocity of 1665.65 ms or 3725.95 miles per hour. Parker Ormond. The longest worm in the world is the Linus longus mus. and can reach up to 55 meters. Sloths can hold their breath for up to 40 minutes underwater, which is longer than dolphins. The dot over the letter I is called a tittle. The longest ear hair was 7 inches long. My ex-wife is sleeping with at least 5 different men. That relative to its size. The barnacle has the largest dong of any creature. Dolphins have 6 for pleasure and not just to reproduce. A group of baboons are called a congress. Soaps and detergents are marketing themselves as eco-friendly because now they are phosphate-free, but phosphates have been outlawed in all 50 states since 1994, and the surfactant industry began moving away from the use of phosphate-based soaps in the 50s. The first 1080p video on YouTube was the Muppets singing Bohemian Rhapsody. The dash is in the middle of the highway, between lanes, are 10 feet long. The biggest desert in the world is Antarctica. If all kangaroos from Australia invaded Uruguay, each Uruguayan would have to fight against approximately 13 kangaroos. Cockroaches like to be touched. All the time. A lot. Percussive maintenance is the name of hitting something till it works. The clouds and bushes in Super Mario Bros. Are the same sprite recolored to save on memory. Otters really like to grape. They grape kid otters, dead otters, alive otters and other male otters. They just really like grape. Rubber bands last longer when they're refrigerated. Cannibalism is legal in Germany. The common European pigeon has 2 long-range bird calls. A 3-note woo-woo-woo, that is a bar of 5/4, and a 5-note woo-woo-woo-woo-woo, that is a bar of 17/8. Free sound org. Armadillos are the only other species besides humans that can carry leprosy. 22/7 is closer to the actual value of pi than the commonly used 3.14. Being retired, I rarely need the actual value of pi myself anymore. Polar bears are the only land animal that can't be seen on heat sensing radar. The worldwide Speak Like a Pirate Day is on the 19th of September. The medical term for butt crack is intergluteal crease. Thanks, Jeremy. Koalas have been known to sleep up to 22 hours a day. Left-handed people only represent about 10% of the general human population. Cows can walk upstairs but not downstairs. Uncopyrightable is the longest word in the English language that doesn't repeat a letter. Only useful if you really want to annoy the shit out of some people in a game of hangman. You will produce enough saliva to fill up 2 swimming pools during your lifetime. The disease for which volcanic ashes enter and infect the lungs is called nomen ultramicroscopic silica volcaniconiosis. Was it a challenge trying to type that on mobile? Absolutely. Snakes can get malaria. Another random snake related fact. A 40-acre Montana fire was caused by a hawk landing on power lines while clutching a large snake. The wriggling snake touched a second power line, completing the circuit and electrocuting both animals with up to 700,000 volts. As dead bodies decay, they burp or release gases. For this reason, caskets and mausoleums need to be ventilated so that the gas can escape. If you see stains on the concrete around a mausoleum and it's not rained recently, that means it's not been properly maintained. Those stains. Yeah, that's your Auntie Nora. Turtles can breathe through their buttholes. Edit, not all of them. Not all of them.